lost the regular, cause weird these days just a bit too mundane. The way someone I do the thing, I swing a plain Jane, plain, regular every day.
Yeah. Oh man. We made it. Episode regular 2. Episode 2. Yeah, we made it. We got a return guest for the second episode of Regularity City, and this is Robert Evans. We got a return guest, one of the most popular guests. Well, one of my favorite guests, Freckle. Jacob from episode -10. Maybe you've heard of him. Maybe you remember. Jacob, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
Big J. Yeah. And episode regular 2. We did those negative episodes for so long.
Yeah, what was up with that?
It seemed like it was just months and months and months of negative episodes. And we finally made it to the first episode, which isn't out yet, but I did it in my car the other day. And it was the MF Doom faked his own death episode.
Oh, yeah, he definitely did, though. So.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows.
Jacob knows. And the thing that sucks is I
think MF Doom knows. He's listening to this right now.
Yeah, call in Doom if you're here. And the thing that sucks is I did a whole episode in my car and it wasn't even recording, so I had to do it over. And for the Doom episode, and
do you remember everything you said? Or
no, I was disappointed too because you get it on the first take, you're going off the cuff, you're like, yeah, I was hitting all the points, and then I did it again. I was like, I already said all this.
You went Hollywood on it.
Yeah, I mean, I did it good. I don't know.
We'll delete that and just do it again.
Maybe we won't even release it. Maybe this will be episode 1, but I think this is episode 2. I'm going to put it out there. And if we got to do the...
what about 3?
Doom Part 2, episode 3, regular. Yeah, we'll do...
Or -0.5.
It's getting confusing, yeah. I think we're going to have a lot of...
I think you just do it.
Bonus episodes and, side... we're going to do some...
Yeah, whatever my mom likes.
Whatever your mom like. You're going to have your mom on the next episode. And
yeah, she already agreed.
We're gonna do like what do they call it? A spin-off. We're gonna do some spin-offs too, where maybe it'll be like 5 episodes of just you.
We should have a girl to pretend to be you, and that'll be the spin-off.
Yeah, we'll have some hoe just like, hey, it's me, Robert. We're back at Regularity City. Anyways, so what are we doing? I've been traveling around the country. Everybody knows Road Warrior style. Savage Saver, AFA, GTL, but I've been driving around the country, and I just swooped in Arkansas, and I saw my boy. Well, I mean, I knew he was here, but I'm hanging in Arkansas all of a sudden. And
we're drinking moonshine? No, we're not.
We're drinking regular beers, just IPAs.
IPAs.
But, right, I just swooped in, a few hours ago, and we popped over to the wing shop. We got some wings.
Drank a couple beers.
Couple brewskis.
Went and hit the strip, had a good time, met a couple crackheads. Nah, they were cool guys, but
we met some youngsters. We're in a young area. We went to the bar, and we just had a wild night with these youngsters. And they were, what were they doing? Molly and cocaine? Who knows?
They were wearing jerseys.
All these young guys, these college guys are wearing jerseys, but it feels good. We're in Arkansas. I was like, I like it here. I might post up in Arkansas.
It feels like the Wild West out here, man, almost. Like, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah, the vibe was better. Like, I'll have to say this. I've been out in Virginia the last week. I stayed there for like 10 days, it must have been like. Because I was out. Everybody knows I was out in D.C. Yep. And,
God bless.
Yeah, I was out in D.C. for the third time, and I'll tell you this, it was beautiful. I didn't go inside the Capitol, but I was there. I was in the outskirts.
You're inciting violence.
America.
No, I wasn't.
First.
We were there supporting Big Papa Trump, and may he go down as the legend, right? The mythological legend. We've got to look at Trump as this. We've got to look at him. You got to separate, the man, the myth, the legend, the cultural icon from like the administration and the faults he had and stuff, because he was a king in many ways. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I scooted out of D.C. I didn't do anything wrong, nothing illegal. But I have to tell you, there was lots of people out there, hundreds of thousands of people.
Getting after it, huh?
Yeah. And my dad's all like on the phone, like, I'm arguing with him. I'm like, what's the news saying? What's the TV saying? He's like, well, it says it was an insurrection. This and that. There, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, that's lies.
We saw you on the 5 p.m. news.
Yeah.
What
He calls me like, did you go in there? They're going to arrest people. I was no, I didn't go in there, but I know I didn't go in there. And he's like,
I hurt my knee. That's the only reason it didn't get in.
yeah. And he was like, well, there. I said, well, there's a lot of people there. And he's like, there's 5,000 people there. There's 10,000. I was like, no way. There's hundreds of thousands of people. And he, at least tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands surrounding the whole place. And I'm like, have you ever heard of a primary resource? He's supposed to be like a journalism guy. Anyways, I'm arguing on the phone with my dad. I'm like, I was there. I was in the mix. And right, there's something Scott, I've learned this. Remember how Scott, we listen to Scott Adams sometimes, and he says there's something about being in the news when they say they lie and you were there and you're like, no, that's totally wrong. You know, like a high school basketball coach and they're doing a story about the team. It's like, no, that's not what happened. Like Jerry got the 3-pointer, but it's like, if you're
Jerry,
so there's like an actual,
his mom and dad called me this morning.
Yeah, there's a name for it when like the news lies and but you're like, no, that's not true. I was there. But then there's a name for this concept or like phenomenon, and then the next day you go back to thinking everything in the news is correct. It's like you just saw them lie about you, but then you think everything in the news is real because you just believe the news. But
yeah, what a sucker business.
Sucker ass bitch ass business. Sorry,
it's a sucker business.
No cussing on the show. I get a few more.
Yeah, I think I haven't cussed yet. That's a brand new record, right?
Yeah, no cussing on the show.
We're gonna start. I got a swear jar in my house, man.
You get as many cusses as your age. You know this. You're the first repeat guest, so yeah.
Fuck everybody else, right? Nah,
no cussing, bro.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, a lot of requests for Jacob to come back on the show. He was episode -10, which was literally the first episode. But anyway, so long story short, I swoop in. I've been driving all day. You know,
you're just praising Dale.
And I drive in, and it's just fun. We've been having fun in having a couple beers and wings, and we're in this area in Arkansas, and we're with these youngsters and young biddies, right? Some blonde hoes, and we're telling jokes, smoking cigars. Well, I was smoking a cigar, and then
I was watching him smoke a cigar.
But let's get down to brass tacks. What's the? You want to talk about the Doom the fake death? You agree, right?
I think he's still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, there couldn't be anything more
Doom-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him to die on Halloween, the man of the mask.
That word's going to be on Jeopardy soon.
Dies on
keep it up.
The man of the mask dies on the day of the mask during the year of the mask, and then his wife says over Instagram, "Oh, on New Year's Eve, right? Why would she tell us on New Year's Eve? You know, it's weird." And he's been exiled he's been kicked out of the country for a long time anyways. He's been living on the island. So he's going to go make all this money now, get his money before the reset.
Well, what do you think? Well, listen, what if he really died on the day of the mask and he was the man in the mask? What would be more fitting than that?
Yeah, that's getting into like weird simulation style.
Yeah, I mean, or he sold his soul to the devil.
I don't think so.
I think that really happens, though.
Isn't that kind of a metaphor, though?
No, to what?
Like, what is that? Like, you don't go like to the devil store and like actually just take your soul out and
you just hope. I don't know. You go out to the graveyard, 1 a.m. 25 beers deep.
See, I don't think he did that because that's not what he was about. He was about going against the devil, you know. And but you think they took him out? You think they took him out on?
I think he was assassinated by the New World Order.
Damn, bro.
Nah,
he wasn't not allowed to talk about that on this show.
What? New World Order?
The NWO.
Man, I don't know. Let me just say this, all right? He might have been. He probably died. He probably died from something shitty too. That's why he didn't say anything about it.
like he slipped in the kitchen.
Yeah. Drowned.
It's possible, but yeah, maybe that's
got
why
hit by a car.
But I used to always think back in the day, like maybe he's dead because he's not on the internet. You would never know. It's interesting that it worked out this way because I always would think like, man, he could be dead right now. We wouldn't even know, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's dead. Yeah, maybe he's dead. I don't know. Who knows? Death is such a weird thing. Like, I thought about dying the other day, and I was like, this is just a lot, bro.
What do you think about it?
I don't know. I think I'd rather watch how people reacted to my death than actually die.
Yeah, because when you die, it's just lights out. You're done.
Yeah.
You got to go to heaven, I guess.
Yeah, I watched this serial killer show on here, and, you know, I heard the breeze blow out of my house, by outside my window, and I jumped out of bed, and I was freaking out. And then I had dreams that night, obviously, of dying, of death.
Yeah, it's scary sometimes. Well, I'm not scared of it anymore, but I remember the first time I contemplated, I remember being like in first or second grade, I was like sitting on my bed, and I remember the first time I contemplated like the emptiness of the possibility of death, like the black void. And I was like a kid, and I was like, wow, it like hit me hard. I was like contemplating like this existential crisis, like in second grade, you know, like, wow, nothingness. I was like, wow, you know,
Wow.
I was pretty woke to the idea pretty early, you know. I was like, wow. But now I'm like a Christian or whatever, you know, like I'm a follower of the. I'm a Bav.
You're a Bav. Why don't you tell everybody what that means? Because there's a couple people tonight that.
Oh yeah, I was telling these young kids, they were talking about banging hoes and this and that, and I'm like, well, bro, I haven't banged a girl in 2 years, and they would look at me, I'd be like, I quit. I'm a Bav. I'm a born again virgin. That's what it is. And they would like look at me, right? Jacob would tell them that, and they'd look at me like in the most funny way, like I was joking totally, like it was totally nonsensical to them. Like, no way.
A born again virgin.
Yeah, that's what I am, because I haven't banged, and since I decided it's wrong to do it immorally like that, like to do it, you know.
It is wrong.
Yeah, what's wrong about it? What do you think?
Everything that's wrong is what's right.
What? That's the inversion we're in. That we got to get out of that.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
So, do you think it's right to bang a hoe before marriage, or I mean, to have sex in intercourse?
I wouldn't call it banging a hoe, but yeah, I mean, it's okay to have intercourse before you're married. I think so.
Why? Who told you that?
I just picked it up somewhere along the way from TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's the TV's fault.
Well,
it's all right. Let's watch more TV. Yeah, I think it's all right. I mean, what could be the worst thing about it? You guys both have fun.
No.
I mean, one of them gets pregnant. That could be the worst thing.
Yeah, and then she kills your kid.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, aborts it. I mean, and
Netflix,
then if
that
she
sounds
doesn't.
like a Netflix special.
Yeah, and if she doesn't, then you got this baby mama situation, right? I mean, then you got to go. I mean, you have a broken family from the jump. That's not cool. There's no good way around it.
You don't think that you could have a. You don't think that. All right. I guess you're right. The broken family thing with the baby mom and stuff. I feel like I'd be able to make something like that work, though. And not a broken home. I wouldn't call it.
You'd marry her? I mean.
No, that doesn't mean that, but that means that I wouldn't make it a broken home. You could have a together home if you're just not together.
It's gonna be broken, and she's gonna tell lies about you to the kid, turn the kids away from you. It's gonna be tough. And then you also, this is the other thing, you get blinded by the puss, and you're like, you don't know if you're really into the girl. You're kind of like in lust mode.
Yeah.
And then so these guys are marrying these chicks. And vice versa, and they're like they don't really got it, you know, they haven't been married under the umbrella of God's umbrella, you know.
This guy's been to, hey, guess who of either of us has been to church recently? Because it sounds like you.
No, well, I mean, I study different things, and I do my prayers, and I study daily. You know, lately I found out, did you know his name's not even Jesus?
Oh.
Jesus is Yeshua.
What?
Yeshua.
That sounds super Jewish.
Well, he was a Jew. Did you know that?
He was a Jew. I did know that.
It's Hebrew.
That's a Jeopardy question.
They didn't have a J until like the 1400s or something. I don't know.
That sounds just ridiculous. My name starts with a J.
Yeah, you would have not even had a name.
I wouldn't even exist.
Well, I think your name was Jacob.
That sounds dumb as hell.
Jew.
I would hate that. Jew. They'd be like, yeah, just look at that little guy.
Yeah, J is like a made up letter or something. So I found that out. Letter. But anyways, what I'm getting back to is you're getting blinded by the puss.
Yeah, it's blinding sometimes, especially if it looks bad.
No, you get blinded by like a sparkly pussy, like a nice, like, whoa. You're like, whoa.
I think it all looks the same.
No way. They all look different. They're all different.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like the same thing.
It's the same like format, I guess. It's the same
format.
Yeah, imagine if it wasn't like they're all different, like unique.
Oh my god. Some of them talk to you. That'd be the worst.
Yeah. What's the old myth about Chinese?
They're sideways.
Is that real?
Yeah, I don't know.
What if it was? That'd be crazy.
It might be.
It could be.
I mean,
I think the guys have upside down dicks too. Like,
how does that work?
like they're upside down. Like,
oh, wait, the balls are on top.
Yeah.
Oh, how bad would that be?
What are you talking about here?
Damn, Joe. I don't know.
Speaking of Joe Biden, are you ready for some Biden action?
Hey, I'm rooting for Biden.
Yeah,
4 years, Biden. Come on, you got it. You can make it 4 years.
He is a bit of a like. If he could really, if he had his wits about him, and he wasn't totally like a puppet, you know, I'd feel like maybe he'd do something cool. Yeah. But I feel like he's not.
I think I am rooting for him for 4 years. I mean, from what we've got right now, that's what I'm rooting for.
Yeah. I want to call him the.
He reminds me of my grandpa. I think
just
old and just angry.
The Prez puppet. I call it the Prez puppet of the United States. The Prez puppet. The Prez puppet. It's not my Prez puppet.
Yeah.
It is my Prez puppet. Yeah. But yeah,
I accept the Joe Biden victory. I've already just figured there's higher powers at work than the fucking president of the United States. Come on now. We got all these companies that's not who's controlling it. Lobbying, anything, money will make anybody do anything, and that's what all these people are doing. So
yeah, I mean, it's become evident that there's things higher than government, right? The technology companies, the corporations, these oligarchs, powerful oligarchs. So I get what you're saying.
That's the great. That's the sin. That's the. That's what is it?
It's the sin of man.
The sin of man. Well, the sin of democracy.
Oh yeah. Isn't
the sin of democracy is
democracy is kind of cucked, right? I feel like people don't like democracy as much as they used to.
Nah, I think the authoritarian way is the safest way to go. I mean, you know, that obviously means people. It's kind of a fucked up way to get to it. But think about it. If there's just one guy in charge, at least everybody just relax, and hopefully the guy. Let's make it a robot. That'd probably be.
Yeah, you want like a
wonderful can make every
not
choice,
a robot. What you want is like a God-given man of righteousness to like strong arm the country. Right.
It's funny actually. Look at this book right here. In this book right here, this is Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics.
He's not for democracy, right?
Yeah, so he is for democracy, but he says that he's tribalist. He thinks that people are kind of tribalist in the way they think, which is correct.
Yeah.
But in this book, there's a whole chapter called The Wonderful Man, and he basically describes the perfect leader. And it's really funny that you say that.
Wow.
Got it right
What's
here.
that one called? Let me see.
It's called
Nicomachean. Isn't that his son's name?
Nicomachean Ethics. I'm not actually sure.
Yeah, because I wanted to name my son Nicomachean.
Kids' names? What would you name your kid? Look, I watched Spartacus when I was in like 9th grade, and I was so set on my kid's name being Theocles. Theocles.
I'll tell you mine. My son's name, Nicomachus. I think that was his name. I think.
I'd fucking bully you.
No, that's not mine. That's not my kid's name. Let me tell you my kid's name.
Okay.
Full name, Octavius Chadwick Kilpatrick.
Oh my God.
No, not Chadwick.
Chadwick.
It was something else.
Chadston.
It was something like that. Damn, what is it? Carlton? No. But Octavius, pretty tight, right?
Octavius? I don't know.
Octokill? Octavius.
I feel like if there was a kid in my grade named Octavius.
It sounds black kind of, right? Is it a black name?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe down the street.
Octavius, that sounds like a warrior's name.
Sounds like somebody you don't want to get into a fist fight with, yeah.
Here, this is the middle name. I remembered it. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that my kid firstborn's full name, all right? Octavius Chelston Kilpatrick.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, that's the wrong button. Okay, Octavius Chelston Kilpatrick. Oh, yeah.
Dude.
What do you think? That sounds tight. Chelston? Don't you think that's kind of a cool name?
Sounds like a female.
Chelston?
Chelston.
No.
Chelston sounds like the guy that you buy drugs from.
Yeah, bro. He's gonna be a
Seriously.
pharmacist.
Yeah, street pharmacist.
He'll be a pharmacist.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But I think Aristotle's son is like Nicodemus or Nicomacheus or
I think it's Nikikomas or Nikomas.
La Femme Nikita.
Yep. Tridolimus. Yeah.
Tri-delts.
Tridelts.
Try some deltas out.
You know what they, yeah. You can't get no pussy, try delt. That's what they say. I shouldn't say that, though. It's awful.
Yeah, so we're at Jacob's. He's got a whole bookcase full of books. And,
Bunch of books.
That's how you know he's a smart guy. He brings a lady in. She's like, wow.
No, these books.
And then she sees he's got a bunch of books on there. Yeah.
Bunch of books.
Business ethics.
Business ethics.
That's good. You'd be ethical about the business.
I'm trying to figure out what not to do. So I'm trying to stand out from my competition. I know they're reading that book, so whatever I know their weaknesses now.
100%, yeah.
Where I can get after them.
Crack them on the head with their
Crack them on the head.
unethical business tactics.
Mhm.
Theirs, not yours.
Just
yeah.
kick them in the knees.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
chance I get.
So when was the last time you went to fight? You like to fight sometimes, right?
I've been in a few fights. Last time I got into a fight,
Didn't you say something happened?
yeah, something happened. Actually, it's actually happened on Halloween. I was dressed as the brother of Napoleon Dynamite. So Kip. I was dressed up as Kip. I had a button up on.
This last year?
It's last year. Khaki,
tight.
some nice shoes,
Did you
a
do
do-rag. I had the do-rag on.
No way.
Yep, had a chain on. So I went to this Halloween party. Yeah, we get drunk, and we had 100 beers there, but they wanted to go downtown. So I was like, oh yeah, I guess fuck all the beers in the fridge we all brought. Let's go downtown and spend more money. So we go downtown, spend some money. I take a couple tequila shots. I'm blacked out. Don't know what's going on. Anyway, at the end of the night,
And the whole time you're dressed in the do-rag.
I'm dressed in this do-rag, right?
Like
And
Kip.
you gotta understand, everywhere
Yeah.
we go, all the bars, there's
Amazing.
everybody's in a costume. Indiana Jones, a bunch of vampire girls, a couple of angels and stuff.
Yeah.
And anyway, so as we're leaving, everybody's all drunk. We get all separated, and I end up going. And when I finally see this guy I know that I had been with at the party prior, and he was Forrest Gump. Just keep that in your head real quick. I see this guy. And
R-word.
And he is fucking, yeah, he in his perfect costume for this guy, by the way. Anyway, this fucking guy, he's talking to, I think it was his girlfriend or something. I don't know. He's being very, very mean guy.
Jenny?
I don't know what she was. She was like a earth girl, had vines coming out of her. Real fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I walk over there and I hear him screaming, and I think that he's screaming at her. So I'm like, hey, stop talking to her like that. I'm drunk as fuck. Don't know why I would say this because I don't give a shit, right? I said, hey, I'm white, just be in my Kip. I have a do-rag on my eyes. One of them's
Yo,
probably
bro.
closed. I said, yo, bro.
It's not cool. Don't talk to her
I
like that.
said, don't talk to her like that. He looks at me and says, what did you just say? And I said, don't talk to her like that. And he walks up right in front of me, gets right in front of my face. This whole time she's fucking screaming at the top of her lungs. And here's the thing, I haven't even looked her in the face yet.
You
So I
should
don't
have
even know
told
what she
her not
looks
to
like.
talk to him like that.
I don't even know what she looks like at this point. So I'm like, damn, I don't even want to look at her because I'm like, at this point, I'm already
Was
about
she
to
screaming at
engage.
you or him?
Both of us. She's like, you guys stop. But here's the thing, I haven't even seen her, so I'm like, damn, I'm about to do this for a bit ugly girl. I'm like, oh my God. And so I look at her, she's cute. I'm like, okay, this is for a good cause. And I look at him and he's like, what did you say? And I said, bro, why do you have to talk to me like that now? I turned it on him, and he looked at, I'm obviously at this point, I'm like, damn, okay, I got to buy myself some time to figure out if I really want to fight this guy. He's bigger than me. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Was he black?
no, he's a white dude. Big old country
It'd be
dude.
funny if someone was black in a Forrest Gump costume.
Oh my God, that'd be
be
so
tight.
fucking
Like,
tight,
oh,
dude.
Baba Gump? No. I'm Forrest
Dude,
Gump.
that's a tight ass cause. That's a good one.
A black Forrest Gump
Yeah.
with white face.
Oh my God, that'd be awful.
And then a white Bubba Gump with black face. That'd be tight. And then like a Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, he
That's
can walk.
actually, yeah.
He can walk. Has both of his
Okay,
legs.
back to the story.
No
So
arms. All right. Anyway, the as no.
Yeah.
Let me just set the picture for the setting. Right, we're standing at the top of a hill, like a hill going down to some train tracks. It's probably almost a 90-degree like fall off this hill. Right.
Yeah.
Right within 5 feet of where we're standing off to the left or to my left. He gets in front of me and we start fighting, but no punches get thrown. We just get into a grappling match, right? Where we're just like holding each other, like pulling each other around. And
Yeah.
we managed to fall off of the side of the hill and we rolled all the way down to the bottom of the hill, man. And like, you know, like some cartoon
tumbling,
shit,
yeah.
like a barrel rolling down the hill. Anyway, we both land on each other one time, and then I get the grunt of the fall at the end, where like we both fall at the last hit before we hit flat land. I hit the side of and I fucked my shoulder up, man. But anyway, we were so fucked up falling down that mountain. I remember looking at him, and and he was out of breath, could barely breathe. I could barely breathe, and me and him just sat there, each taking a knee, just trying to catch our breaths, and just like got up and we're like, "Fuck this! This was not even like." Totally
So
not
y'all fought
worth it, bro. We got fucked up by this hill. We were
Y'all
like,
fought
man,
the hill.
We fought the hill that night, you know. And then he started talking shit, and I was like, whatever. And I fucking walked home from there.
Forrest Gump and Kip.
And that's
rolling
the
down the hill.
funniest thing ever, man. Whoever was looking at that had the best fucking one-on-one movie ever. It was like a parody.
I guess like fights on Halloween are always the funniest, you know.
Yeah.
Aladdin and he's beating up like.
Or on Christmas because it's family members at that point, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of awful.
It's own kind of funny. But check this out. This is my new idea. So you know how you were like, hey, don't talk to her like that. This is my idea. When I'm at the bar like this, I'm gonna go to the bar and say it's like a couple fighting, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go up to the girl and be like, hey, don't talk to him like that. Like for my bro, like scold his girlfriend for being a bitch. But hey, don't talk to him like that. You know, no homo style, but like totally like getting your bros back. Like,
You should put your arm around and be like,
hey,
yo,
listen,
shut the
bitch.
fuck up.
Hey, listen, don't talk to him like that. Like standing up for your buddy, for your bro that you don't even know.
I've been in the earshot all night of you two. Listen, shut up.
Yeah, you're being verbally abusive to my bro right here. Yeah.
Anyway, that would be funny as hell.
Bros before hoes. Maybe you've heard of it.
No,
What?
that was the first time I heard. That's a good one though.
Thank you.
Yeah. The bros before host thing. How many guys is that cocked blocked? Probably a lot.
No. It's got to be appropriately used, you know. I said it in church once, like in the church group. It came out perfect. Like they were talking about it made perfect
Cock
sense.
block?
No, I said bros before hoes. Like there was some kind of biblical. I saw that
At church?
Yeah.
You're the only one that heard that or what?
Well, they were saying something, and I was like, "Oh, bros before hoes," and it was biblical. I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense that that's the same because, it's like in the Bible, I think like bros before hoes, like it's in the Bible, you know." That's another thing.
I feel like anything prior to 200 years
You're
ago
banging
was
all
just
these.
men.
You're banging all these hoes. This is another reason you don't want to do premarital. It's gonna divide you from your fraternal brothers because you're simping out, you're cucking out on all these hoes.
Yeah.
It's like you should be like in a brotherhood, and then you take a lady on a date, and
We should start a cult.
you got a chaperone. What?
We should start a cult.
You said that earlier. I feel
would
like you
start a
really want to
cult.
start a cult.
I want to be the leader of a cult. I feel like it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Chris D'Elia vibes.
Yeah. Forgot about that
What
guy.
happened to him?
Who
He got
cares?
blacklisted.
He got blacklisted. Good. He
got.
Listen,
he got
man,
me
this guy's
too.
trying to fuck some 18-year-olds. Come on, man.
Well, that's allowed. I think it was more
The guy,
heavier accusations than that, but we don't.
who knows?
I don't think anything. You know, I remember when it happened, and Tone was like, "Oh, he'll be back on the show." I was like, "No, he won't. He's done. He's not going to do
dude's
anything."
done.
And
he
not
might. He might pull like a Louis C.K. and
No,
just
well,
come
I
back
know.
like 2 years later.
Yeah,
just saying
he'll
some
come
funny
back.
shit about
He's
it.
fine. But what I was saying is he doesn't. He always was cocky about it. He's like, I don't need this show. And like, all right, they try to me to him. It's like, dude, he has all this money. This is the other thing too. He just had a baby, so and it just turned COVID. So he's like, well, fine, f you guys. You want to be like this? I'm just gonna go live in my mansion and have like, be a dad and like raise my kid
That sounds
and not
boring.
worry about Hollywood. What?
Sounds boring.
Boring, bro. That's what you wanted.
For
That's
somebody like that, this guy was on a road every week, going different cities. Everybody wanted to hang out, and then he's like, you know what? I'll just stay home and just take care of this kid who cries all night long while I can't sleep.
You're really like putting a damper on the fatherhood thing.
Nah, I like fatherhood, but you got to be in the right position, man.
He lived that whole rock star life. I'm sure especially after this, it's kind of like knocks you down off of that high horse, and he probably was like, realize, well, it'll be much better to be like a good dad. You know, maybe he's like talking to the girl, or maybe they're gonna be a nice family.
Yeah,
you know?
Maybe I didn't listen to him enough. I don't know. I thought he was a cool guy, but I'm glad we got to see his show there in Austin. That was
you were there,
wonderful. Dude. I fucked up. I drank so many beers during the opener. I had to leave in the middle of his fucking, or at least take a piss break real quick.
Yeah,
he was so funny, man. And then we went to that. It's funny because every December on my
Tone
Snapchat,
was there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he took his son.
Yeah, he took his son there. I'm like, we're all standing around. I'm like, yo, fucking A. I'm like, yo, hold on. I'm like, this guy has his kid here. I was like, I thought there was an age. I thought we were showing IDs to get, and I couldn't even remember what happened when we walked up. Oh, he was funny as hell, man.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He was better live than I thought he'd be. It was funny.
The opener was funny. You got to get a guy that's.
Oh yeah.
Having an opener for a show, that's like.
Michael or Mike? What's his name?
I don't know, some cuck, but
no, he was cool. I like that guy.
Yeah. I feel like Mike's a cuck name. Sorry.
Mike? Michael?
Because Mike, everybody named Mike is Michael. You go by Michael.
Michael. It's crazy how you spell Michael, right? It's like, what are you doing?
Michelle?
Yeah. I always am mixing those two up. I'm like, is it Michael or Michelle? What's the deal with this?
So in 8th grade, I was in homeroom, and I arm wrestled this girl named Michelle, and I broke her arm.
Nuh-uh.
Swear.
Dude, someone broke my arm wrestling.
Oh, Michelle.
Yeah.
What's his name? Michael.
And then my name was Michelle. No, I was,
I was right.
Well, you broke a chick's. You know what's funny about how did you do it? Because when I tell people I broke my arm, like, oh, he must have been a really big guy. I'm like, no. If he was strong, he would have just beat me.
Yeah.
It was that we're evenly matched, and then he touched my elbow.
You probably hadn't drank milk in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Point.
It was in college. It was in college, so I was totally malnourished.
Yeah, malnourished. Yeah. He was like snapping some little kid's arm for him. He was like,
popped. My whole arm snapped. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But
did you go to the doctor that night?
Oh yeah. You know what's crazy is I was wasted in this beautiful girl. I remember I was like, you're like an angel. It was like the hottest girl there, and she was so sweet. And she's like, I'm going to take you to the doctors. And she's this chick I didn't even know. I had never even met. And she just like took me to the.
She probably has a bunch of kids now.
Yeah. I was kind of like, you're so sweet. I was all wasted. Yeah. But, yeah, we got the TV. Dude, we're lounging in this spot right now. We're watching. What movie is this?
This is super bad.
Oh, yeah. Super bad. McLovin, fat guy. What's his name?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, yeah.
Jonah Hill. It's not fat anymore, bro. You can't say that's fat shaming and you're an asshole.
Yeah, I shame fat people all the time. He's weird, though. You'll see him and you'll be like, is he skinny? Is he fat? Is he tall? Is he a girl? Is he a woman? Is he
what
a man?
Is that,
What
bro?
Is he? Is he a producer? Is he a writer? Is he
what
actor?
is that,
I don't know
bro?
what he is. I can't staple it down.
There could be people who could weigh 115 pounds, but the way they look, I'm like, dude, that guy is fat.
Yeah, well, have you seen this?
What is that, though? Is it the neck?
I don't know, but have you seen this where you see a fat guy lose weight and you don't like it? Like, you were made to be fat. Like Paul Wall is like this. I'm like, I don't like how you look skinny, or who else does it? Action Bronson, I think.
Action Bronson.
Yeah, we like how he looks fat.
Now he looks big. Now he looks skinny.
Now he looks like a little guy because I think he's short. I'm like, dude, you were cool when you were fat. You were beefy. You were like the man.
Scared of COVID. He thought he was gonna get it
dropped by it. Yeah.
Good for him for getting fit, but at the same time, I don't listen to your music anymore, bro.
Yeah, you're too skinny, bro. You're not a powerful man that I thought you were. You're not this fat cook I imagine. Don't trust a skinny cook rapper, Never trust a skinny cook rapper. Yeah. But who else is like this? You know what I'm talking about, right? When you see somebody that's supposed to be fat and they're not, you're like, hey, man, you need to put some pounds on and be fat again. You look strange.
Or just a little bit of weight. You don't have to be the same size, just like enough to...
Yeah, not out of control, but you don't want to be like a fat guy that's skinny all of a sudden,
That's probably like the biggest sin of getting famous while you're fat.
Yeah. Like you have to.
You got to stay that size the rest of your
Yeah,
career,
yeah.
bro.
People hate it when you get skinny, and then if you're bouncing all over the place, they're like, "What are you doing?" You know?
Yeah, they probably think you have AIDS or something.
Yeah, or AIDS, reverse AIDS, back and forth. You know?
Yeah, you're just doing a bunch of coke or something. You're on a
Yeah.
stringent diet.
But hey, I was thinking this when we were going over the names.
Oh yeah,
What is Jack short for?
Jackson.
No way. Oh yeah. Okay. I was thinking about the other day. I couldn't think of it.
What is
What's-
Jack short? There's a lot of people
Jackson?
named Jack.
I was thinking like Jackathon or Jack.
That sounds ridiculous.
I mean that's fake, but I guess Jackson is what it is. But I don't know.
Jack. Some people are just named Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Well, I asked this guy. He was like,
The
"My
famous
name's
pirate.
Jack." I was like, "Is that your real name or is that short for something?" He's like, "No, it's just Jack." And I was like, it stumped me. I was like, "What's it mean? What's it all mean? What's Jack?"
Jack and Jill.
Yeah, I've heard of that. It's a story.
Yeah, Jack and Jill went
What's
up a
Jill
hill.
short for?
Jillian.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I'm just
Jillian. Yeah, you're pretty good at extending names.
Yeah, that's my superpower. That's what I got blessed with.
Yeah.
You know, I was telling my buddy today, like, what if you had a genie and you asked for a superpower and the superpower you got was something shitty, like knowing when people were gonna die? Like,
Like, this is awkward.
This is awkward. I
Yeah,
know.
you're like in the elevator.
Fuck, and how? And
Yeah.
it's 20 minutes from now. Hold on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or you're just glue in the dark or something.
glow in the dark.
Yeah, like how fucking dumb is that? Dumb superpowers.
That one's kind of cool, I think. It's like fun. It'd be like the life of the nighttime all the time.
Yeah, everybody'd be like, whoa, is this albino freak?
But when you're trying to bang your wife at night,
She'd be like,
you'd
your
look-
dick's glowing. I don't want it inside.
your whole part of you, everything's glowing. Like,
feel like-
the lights are off, but you're just glowing, getting banged by a glowy guy. You know?
Yeah, bro, and I feel like I'd catch cancer if I stood too close to him for too long, bro. Some guy glowing in the dark.
Yeah, it'd be cool at first, and then you're like, "Hey, man, what's the deal? You have like, you got the vid or something?"
Oh man, I would.
Have you heard it called that? The vid? I
Yeah,
feel like we should
how
call
fucking
it the
dumb
vid.
is that? Oh, I feel like we should call it.
Corona. You call it the vid.
I think we should just pretend like it never existed. Personally,
Yeah, just like AIDS.
yeah.
Did you know AIDS was called GRIDS?
Grids,
Yeah, gay. I think it was like the gay autoimmune deficiency,
gids.
gay immune deficiency syndrome.
I don't know.
Anyways, back
Straight
to
guys. Have you ever seen Dallas Buyers Club? You know who Magic Johnson is?
propaganda.
You know who Magic Johnson is? You think he got that from fucking a guy or what? I think he
I
got
don't
it
know
from
this-
shooting up steroids, and I think somebody had it.
I don't know the story behind that, but this is turning for a sour turn. Back to the vid. Anything about that? How he
The
caught the
vid?
vid.
Have you caught it?
Nah, I think
Listen-
I'm too tough for it because
I
I've
think
been
I
around a
am
million
too.
people.
Exactly, that had it. I told you, man. I took a trip back in, I guess it was 20. It's weird to say 2021, but I guess I was back in 2020 in March, almost a year ago now. I went to South Padre, and I was in a car with 3 other people, and we were there. We got there on a Friday, left on a Monday. I didn't sleep for 2 days straight. Let me just say that. All right. Everybody in the entire house caught COVID except for me.
Yeah,
How the fuck is that possible, bro?
yeah.
I shared drinks with this guy. Like
We're
we
too
were
tough. Scotch. We're Scotch Irish. Are you Scotch Irish too?
I'm think I'm French, I think. I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
would've
I'm
thought you
fucking
got it.
American, dude.
Oh, good call. Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah.
I'm American.
Yeah.
All
I
this
disavow my
European shit.
heritage. Yeah, I'm white.
I stopped being
White
European
American.
in 1776.
Yeah, that's right. White American. Well, yeah. I feel like I would have
Just
got.
American for me.
Yeah,
I think I'm half black, actually.
Yeah, he's black. Yeah, I feel like I would have got it too, but I didn't because I think I'm just too strong. I live like it's fake. I live like I could never get it. Like I
Yeah.
I walk around like
I don't think you have anything to be worried about.
No,
dude.
I mean, first of
Seriously.
all, I don't. But then I also live as if like I just walk into a room and make out with a girl and leave. You know,
Like a doorknob or something.
I lick a doorknob. I eat pizza off the floor.
Sometimes I just lick the floor.
I'll
Very
lick-
seriously. I'll just get home and be like, yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I have pizza in my hand. I got it straight out of the box. I wipe it on the floor and then eat it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Couple toppings.
But
It's almost, yeah.
I'm and maybe I got like a super, because I'm just live like that. Maybe I get micro immunities all the time from it. I think that might
Probably
be
what it is.
I'm also pretty healthy. I really take a lot of zinc and vitamin D. I get out there in the sun,
You know what I've been eating a lot of? I saw it on Twitter. The guy I was trying to tell you about. He eats whatever he wants, and he is very fit. Anyway, he put me on bone marrow.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, so I'll
it's healthy.
It's healthy, and it tastes. You put it on top of something, it tastes pretty good. I'll tell you what. That is probably the one. You know what? There's probably a lot like an octopus or something. I ate octopus the other day. Bone marrow, though, trying to convince somebody to eat the inside of some bone marrow that has been baked, that is one probably somebody that is very stingy about what they're eating. That'd probably be one of the hardest things to do, bro, because it looks awful. It looks like you're just eating gristle.
Yeah.
Like gristle off the side of a steak or something. It just looks awful. You look like an asshole eating it.
Good, isn't it? Like butter. I think of it like
it tastes like butter. It's like a topping for stuff. You don't, you could eat it alone, of course, but the best thing to do it on is eat it with like a topping. I don't know, man. Whatever. Anyway, we're talking about how fat people
suck.
Yeah.
No. No, we're talking about how they I don't know. How they when they look skinny or whatever.
Yeah, Jonah Hill's fucking ass. Yo, you know what? I feel like, listen, man, there's comedians, especially comedians that are real fat when they're like funny, and then they get skinny and they try to tell jokes. They're not funny. They're not funny anymore.
Yeah, it's part of the deal. It's like, hey, fat man, make me laugh.
Yeah,
it's like,
fat man. I buy you a beer, make me laugh.
Nothing's less funny than a fat guy that gets skinny and then tries to tell a joke. Hey man, you're not jolly anymore. You're not funny looking. In fact, you're just. God. So I agree with that.
Well, who knows, man? Whatever. At least they're doing the better for themselves. They're trying to live to be 100. But I don't even know if you'd want to live. I think personally, if we're being honest, I don't think that by the time we get to the age of death, I don't think death's going to be a thing anymore.
Yeah, well,
I think you're going to be able to upload your conscious onto a.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
Oh really?
But let me tell you this theory. There's a theory out there that's so it's like if you're at a certain age and you live long enough for the technology or the benefits of health discovery, it prolongs your life a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of that, you're just in time to get the other, say you live like to be 150, then by the time you're 130, they got the new stuff and they make you to be 500. So there's a theory that if you're young enough to get in on that, you can climb this ladder. Yeah.
I wonder what that age is. But people die from like car crashes and stuff all the time, man. I know somebody that just died in a car crash. Not like I didn't know him, but I know of somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you could always go like that too. Yeah,
bro. How does that happen though? Like quickly, I guess. I don't know, man.
Hold on a second. We're gonna take a.
Evan has to take a shit.
You can see it on my face.
Those wings are flying through our asses.
Yeah, we ate his wings.
God damn.
And I'm like, bro, you can see it on my face. I'm like, dude, I gotta do it too.
I do it too. A dookie.
All right, hold on.
Soil under feet, I feel the flowers start to rise. I'm God's son, the hot sun sent rays to my eyes. At first we feel blind, unaccustomed to the light. Heaven's in the clouds and the angel's garments white. And that's what she dressed in. She can't stay the stains on the broken heart she left with. I understand it too well. Radiance, I feel the pain.
All right, we're back. Of course.
We were talking about some such deep shit. Evan had to go cry.
Yeah, I cried in the other room. I just broke down in the tears.
Yeah. It's been an hour since the last time we talked to you guys.
It's been an hour.
It's been crying for an hour.
Soil under feet, I feel the flowers start to rise.
Yeah, right. You know what? I haven't cried since I was 5.
Yeah? That sounds ridiculous.
Sounds fake, right? No.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like, but
I let 1 or 2 tears out.
yeah, I let a couple out. Like, I'm not like a psycho, but I get touched by things, like,
Yeah.
I'll
Death
feel.
is the only thing that touches me like that.
Oh, really?
It'll make me cry.
You
Yeah.
don't cry tears of joy ever?
No. I've never once.
He has no
cried
joy.
tears. I had never been so joyful I needed to cry.
Bro, I cry tears of joy, just like a couple tears of joy.
I've been so happy.
Not every
Yeah. I've laughed and
couple
cried.
days.
That doesn't count though.
No, that's fake. That's just like overabundance of laughing. That's not real
Yeah,
crying.
that's the best laugh, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty good
When you start crying,
from laughing.
Yeah.
That's like tears of laughter.
that's
That's
like
not tears
yeah.
of joy.
What is the last? I think the last time that I cried laughing was when I was told by somebody that they were trying to manipulate the algorithm on social media.
Oh yeah, tell them about that.
Let me tell you about this guy, right? So he just starts posting.
Well, let me tell you
crazy
first.
stuff. Yeah,
My mom texted me the other day, and she's like, first of all, we're in like an argument that's probably like politically based, and then she's like, and also, I'm not friends with you on Facebook because I unfriended her and my aunt and my grandma, and like, you guys are not my friends, and she's like, but people are like, people are saying that this and that about, are you having a kid? Is somebody pregnant?
Yeah, I'm pregnant, Mom.
Yeah. No, I said, no. Because I was on Facebook.
Yeah,
You know
so
me,
I get on. Listen,
Clowning around.
I get on Facebook and I see this guy post on Facebook, baby clothes, baby shower, baby time,
Pregnancy.
pregnancy. I'm like, what the fuck?
Multiple posts.
I don't do anything. Yeah, listen. The first time I see it, I'm like, okay, we'll see. Let's see how this goes. I'm sure.
Inbox baby names.
An hour later, I get on Facebook again. Hey, inbox baby names. Yeah, what?
Pregnancy.
Pregnancy.
Pregnancy test.
How long is pregnancy? Pregnancy test.
Where do you get good? What are good for diapers? What's
How
a
was
good
a baby
diaper
made?
brand? What's a good diaper brand?
What do I do if I hate my baby mama?
Yeah. And then you saw some comment, or you saw some.
I saw comments. Everybody's like, "Congratulations, congrats." I'm like, this must be serious.
Oh, well, some chick, she called it on me. She's like, this chick I argue with, she's like, I thought you were against premarital sex. So I was like, I had to spill the beans. I was like, I am.
Oh, when did that happen?
Well, that's what that comment was. That's why that's why I had to spill the beans on the algorithm.
Damn. All I know is you told me that, and I was really happy. I thought you were having a kid. I was about to get hype. And then you're like, oh, no, I'm just trying to manipulate the algorithm. Oh, dude, that was the last time I cried laughing. That was funny as hell.
But I straight up was trying to, I still am. I like to manipulate the algorithm, like.
Just say crazy things. Yeah, it's
I
going to take us
Google-
over.
I Google strange things, too. I'll just Google stuff I don't like, I'll Google. I'll Google like race car drivers or something, for like a whole week.
How's a
Google,
lawnmower made?
Yeah, how's a lawn? Things I'm not interested in. I'll Google. So my advertising is totally wonky.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Wonky.
the directed advertising is askew.
Fuck them. Everybody should start doing that. People don't have the energy for that. They
Yeah,
want things
yeah.
conveniently. That's why
They're
it
gonna-
works.
They're gonna ban me from everything, from Twitter. Why did he get banned? Did he get banned off of Twitter for being racist? No, he got in trouble for manipulating and confusing the algorithms.
Like this guy right here is just.
He started a revolution of manipulation, algorithmic manipulation.
Oh man, that's probably gonna be a crime in the future.
It's gonna be my book in the future. Algorithmic. How do you say it?
Algorithmic
Manipulation.
Algorithmic manipulation. Yeah,
I can't even
Algorithmic.
say it, but I could publish it.
You should. You should do
Algorithmic.
it. It should be one chapter long.
Yeah. It's gonna be one chapter long with like 25 sub chapters.
It should be 2 chapters. 25 parts.
25.
There should be 2 chapters. One should be why you should do it. That would be the first one.
Yeah.
And then how to do it.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, 2 chapters.
Well, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Hey, remember those books that were like create your own adventure? You go a certain way.
Yeah.
They had them for that?
Goosebumps. Flip to page 59.
Oh yeah. I remember, I wasn't a big avid reader. My friend was like more of a reader. And I'm talking like 3rd grade here. I'm like, you're reading books? Like nerd, you know?
What a nerd. What a
like for fun.
Nerd. For fun.
But he was reading those books too. I was like, this guy is like civilized, advanced, he's reading like he's got a goat.
It's like look at the imagination on this guy.
Yeah. He's like turning to the other page, like he's going to like where he chose to go, like go to page 45 if you want to do this.
Dude, what should I do? I'm being chased by a dragon down a hall. Should I try to?
Damn, that I've been wanting to write more. I mean, I'm writing a book right now, and I want to start writing fiction, but I need to start reading it first, I think, to learn it. But I want to create your own.
What do you mean fiction?
Like fiction, bro. Like stories.
Oh, okay.
But I want to interwove my philosophies. I guess that's what fiction. At first you think, oh, fiction, that's just like some made up stuff. But then you figure out there's really no such thing as fiction. You know what I mean? Because it's real. It's in your brain. It's stories.
It is real.
It's real.
There's a really good fiction book. It's about this tree, or it's about this guy. They build a tower, and they want to reach space. And it's about this tower that goes all the way up into space. And there's people that have been living in the middle of the tower for so long they've never been on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, think about that. It's a book. I don't know what it's called. I wish I did.
It sounds like kind of like a Plato's cave type of thing.
Yeah, and this guy travels all the way to the top because he's trying to find somebody that's building at the top that needs to come back down because they shouldn't be up there. And they've been working and he can't reach them. And he keeps going. And they get to a point where they're in the middle of space. The tet's gone so high up that they're just in the middle of the space. It's something. It's a tower. I don't know what it's called. But there's people on the tower that have never seen the ground before. They just live on the tower. They go up and down the tower all the time. And
wow.
The future might be like that, man. Think about if there was like a dude. I don't even like thinking about that. I don't even know why I said that. God,
what? That we have to live in a tower, or what?
That we have to live, dude. This could all just if like 3 or 4 people were really really mad at each other, this could all just be over. All this shit, they just blow up the earth.
Oh yeah. But we don't think that will happen.
I don't think so. You know what? This book actually right here, How to Fail at Everything by Scott Adams. How to Fail at Everything and Still Win.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I just lied to you. It's actually not this book. It's his book called Lose or Think. I have that.
Oh yeah.
I got it in Dallas. I have my dad reading it, but he's not reading it.
I know. I got my mom that.
Yeah.
She's not reading it.
She's not reading it.
Losers,
I gave it to my
bro.
dad.
Our moms and dads are losers, not reading the book.
I gave it to my buddy. He read the whole book. He was like, dude, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love this book. This was a really good read. And I gave him like, hey, like me, I've read it. My buddy's read it. He knows my buddy too. I'm like, yo, you got to read this. He's read 1 chapter. He's like, yeah, I'll get to it later. It's just like,
Idiots.
Just doesn't want to read it, man.
Loser. That's loser think.
Loser think. But in the loser think, he has a chapter where he goes, he's like, I don't think there's any such thing as war anymore. Because people just destroy each other. And I was like, you know what? I think you're right. I think the war has turned to more like a culture, like who has the best culture type of thing.
Well, they go into economic wars or
who are we at war at right now? Who are we at war now right now?
China.
This is the War Channel speaking. All my war hawks, everybody call in right now.
Oh yeah, call in.
Call in.
Who are
all my war hawks, call in.
Call in. Who we at war with? What were we talking about though? I wanted to get back to
who are we at war with? I don't know. What were we talking about?
Oh, the tunnel or the fiction. Oh, so I want to write.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be cool to write one of those choose your own adventure books.
That would be fun, bro.
But take them for a loop-de-loop, like
real life shit, kind of.
No, you know what I'll do? I'll write a choose your own adventure book, but all the different paths are the exact same path.
Oh my god! You don't need to write a third of a book.
Yeah, bro. I wrote a book that's 800 pages. No way. Yes, choose
It's
your own
got 8
adventure.
different stories, bro. Check it out.
And they'll be like, "Wow, I can't
One's
believe I chose that path. Let me go back and read it and choose another path." And they'll be like,
And one thing's changed the name of the person. It's like,
yeah, one little thing, like it's a pencil instead of a pen that he picks up.
he picks up a pen.
He ate like a cheeseburger, and then the other one he eats a hamburger.
Oh my god, that'd be so angry. Bro.
You chose it, bro. You chose that
chose
adventure. You chose to have a cheeseburger rather than a hamburger.
Expand your mind, bro. This is art. You fucking asshole. How dare you even comment on my thing?
He writes choose your own adventure books.
The only way I see that working is if the one story is badass.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Someone has to die at the end, bro.
Well, yeah,
Right?
sure.
Isn't that the best types of stories? Where they get away with the heist.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, neither.
I mean, there's like a script to writing like stories that everyone resonates with,
Yeah.
but I feel like writing a story that's not.
Yeah.
I'd rather write a story. The contrarian in me wants to write a story that doesn't. It makes you feel it's like abrasive. You're like, this is not how stories go.
Yeah.
Like
Makes
the
you
hero
angry,
dies and
almost.
the third page the hero dies, and then the villain dies in the 5th page, and then it's just
You
like
follow his little retarded brother.
yeah, and then it's just a brother that's literally retarded. Not literally, but literally he's an idiot,
An idiot. Anyway, I think the story thing's cool. I think you should do it. I think you should go for it. I could proofread it for you.
Choose your own adventure. Yeah.
Let me proofread it for you. So
I want to do choose your own adventure in IRL.
Like The Sims.
No. Like, I don't know how it would work exactly, but I'd be like, say I call you. I'm like, all right, bro, you want to do A, B, or C?
Oh, give me a choice.
Yeah, give you some choices.
Just call me at a random time and give me 3 choices.
Each choose your own adventure, bro. Are you ready for the day?
Go to Taco Bell right now.
Go to Taco Bell right now. Go to the wing place.
Get 100 tacos.
Yeah, and I'll have like a plan from each one.
Yeah, that
Wouldn't
could
that be
a
crazy?
fun game.
Yeah.
And guess what the last one is? You have to kill yourself.
Oh,
my
weird.
God.
No. This guy's high over here smoking the devil's grass.
Oh, nah. You ever know? So I watched a
documentary.
I don't know what's on Netflix. I think it's Criminal Minds. And anyway, one of the episodes was this. It was old school internet. People like you used to fall for this shit.
I'm an old school kind of guy.
You're an old school internet kind of guy, and you would have fallen for this shit. I could already tell. But it was a game, and you would play this game online, and the last part of the game was to kill yourself.
What?
And kids were killing themselves playing this game because it was on the internet, and they're like, "Who's running this website?" So the whole website's they're like trying to figure out who's running the website. But here's why I bring that up, because I think you would have fallen for that.
No, I would not have. You know what I did fall for though that I realized later, because I was so early to the internet. I mean, I was there the whole time pretty much. And back in the day, you would just get in like. The only thing you could do was go on AOL and go in like the chat rooms, right?
Oh man!
And I was like, maybe I was like 13 or something. And I remember you go to the chat room and it'd be like, I was new to town. I just moved to Austin. I'm in eighth grade. And I remember like going to the chat rooms and you would be like, you'd say like 13 male. And then like everybody
Some
was
80-year-old guys like,
yeah. And then I'd see like a girl, Jessica, I remember specifically one girl. She supposedly it's a girl, 15, female. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And I'm talking to this girl like for multiple days. I'll be like going back to the chat room like, hey, Jessica, like how was kickboxing class? But this is like some perv on the internet just like talking to me. I didn't realize that till like a long time later. I was like, wait. So I didn't have like friends that were girls in the chat room?
All men. Grown men. They're
Isn't
probably
that crazy?
dead. They're probably dead now, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the
probably
good thing
in
though.
Jail.
They're in jail or dead.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, I never had anything serious. I never had anybody say anything crazy to me, but I think because it was so early too. I think they didn't know.
Maybe it was a girl.
I mean,
maybe
I'm
it was
sure
Jessica. Maybe she was 15. Santa Clara.
Kickboxing, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go to kickboxing. I'm gonna be on here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Might have been, man.
I mean, I'm sure some of them were because it was just people in chat rooms, but it's crazy to think like the beginning of the internet. Like I remember it. I was there.
That sounds crazy. You're weird. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I was regular, but it was just weird that there was like nefarious actors on there. But it was so early. Nobody they didn't say anything weird to me. They didn't say like, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with that? I was just like, I was just talking to them, but there were
hey,
certainly
LOL,
some,
what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, it's like
LOL, yeah.
Those old school texting where it's like 2 words long. You're like, do you like me? Yes. Okay. Let's be boyfriend, girlfriend. I remember all that, bro. I used to do it on a track phone. I used to ask out girls on a track phone, texting them, being like, hey, you want to be my girlfriend?
You talked about this track phone last time. What is it? I still don't know what it is.
Did I really?
I think so because
I had a lot of experience with the track phone.
I had a track phone. I'm like, what is that?
You know, a track phone? It's a gas station phone, and you buy minutes for it.
Like a burner?
Yeah, burner.
We had the same conversation before. Why is it called a track phone, though?
It's like a TRAC phone. Like, they're not tracking you, but it's like a, dude, I'm on the move type of track phone. Like, it's a burner. That's what people buy those. They text, the drugs are here. That was your first phone? Just destroy it. That's my first phone. My parents
because you were like, weren't allowed to have a real phone? So
yeah. Well, bro, I was really bad. My parents got me a phone, and I never used it. So they got real mad at me because I would never. They bought me a fucking phone, and I would never have it on me. I would always.
Which phone was your first phone?
I think it was a Razor. It might. I think it actually was a. I think it was a Razor or something like that. It was my parents' old phone. They got a new one. They gave me their Razor, and they put me on this like plan where I could only call my parents.
That's tight. That's how my kids are gonna be.
Only call my parents. Yeah. And here's the thing: they were like, "Yo, hey," and that only was like for a year. And then I was able to text my friends. I used to text my friends all the time, but it was like, I was like, "Why am I texting my friend? Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "This is dumb." So like, I just didn't want to. Like, I was like, "This is stupid." So I would had a phone, but I would leave it. I would just put it like on the side of my bed, and I would leave it there for like 7-8 days straight, like never charge it. So it's just like on like one charge. My parents are like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, I'm going somewhere." They're like, "Okay, like, see you later." And they would think I'd bring my phone, and I would just leave it at home. So then they're like, "Fuck, now he doesn't have his phone." The whole reason we got him his fucking phone was so he can have it. So I'd always forget it. And I didn't have a phone until I got to middle school, and these girls were like, "Hey, what's your note?" They started like, "Hey, like, can we text?" You know, they wanted to start texting and doing all that stuff. And then I was like, "Okay, now I need to get my phone game up."
Yeah.
And I got like a text keyboard phone or something like that. And
you know what's crazy is I remember I think my first phone was probably like a Nokia, the big Nokia.
The indestructible ones? Oh, bro.
Yeah, look, I guess.
Bro, check it out. Listen, we used to have this guest room in my house when I was a little kid, and it was real ancient shit in there. Like when I was a little kid, right? And we had a bunch of people over for this party one time. My parents used to always throw parties, and they had these party one time, and everybody brought their kids, and all of us were just fucking running around playing, you know? And we were playing hide and go seek, and I hid underneath the bed in that room, that ancient room, and there was a Nokia phone sitting underneath the bed, called 911 on it. Bro, just playing around. I remember it called 911.
Yeah.
And the operator answered. She goes, "Oh my gosh." She said, "Hello, what is your emergency?" And I go, "What?" And I said what while she was on the phone with me, and I hung up right after that.
Wow.
The cops showed up at my house, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they showed up at my house, and my parents were like, "Yeah." And I went out there while they were talking to my parents. I was like, "Hey, like, I didn't mean to call you guys. We were playing, like, joking around." And they were like, "Oh, it's all good, you know." We live in a very nice. This is like, they're like, "Okay, all right. We just want to make sure, like, nothing was okay,
white
guys,
priv.
have a good night, white priv."
Yeah, but let me tell you what I'm telling you. You know what's crazy is we got these phones, and we were texting in high school and stuff when texting just popped off, and then. It was crazy because if you think about it like this, then I remember the first time my parents text me, like we were like, "What? Our parents are texting?" Because we were texting before them.
Oh man,
isn't that crazy?
They're like, "This is crazy technology, you guys."
Like they didn't know
2.0.
I remember being surprised, like, "Oh my goodness, my parents know how to text message."
What'd they say? What was the first thing your
They're
parents
probably
said?
like, "Where are you?" or something,
Yeah.
or "What
That
are you
was
doing?"
They love sending that shit.
I don't know, but I just remember it was just weird to me that like to be like texting to my friends and stuff and my girlfriend or whatever, and then or somebody, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I get a text from my parents like, "Oh, they figured out how to text message," you know.
Yeah,
But-
see, you didn't. Here's the thing, though. You didn't grow up in the age where the parents could track where your phone was at. Oh, bro.
No way, no way.
Dude, check it out.
I didn't
bro.
know where we were.
I used to have a pair of friends. You know, there's always those friends in the group where the parents, they love their kids a lot and they want to know where they're at and what they're doing at all times. Yeah. So I had a friend who his parents tracked his location on his phone, so they knew where he was at all times, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was the only one that he was the only one like where his parents did that stuff, you know? And so they knew where he was at. And I remember one time we went to this kid's house and we were having a good time. Let me just say that. Like, you know, shouldn't be there. And I told my parents, I was like, yo, we're going to my friend's house. He told his parents, he's like, yo, we're going to a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because he can't tell his parents he's going. They'd be like, yo, what are you doing over there? What's going on and stuff. He can't just like tell them like, hey, like going to my friend's house. Like, I'll see you later, you know?
Yeah.
And so I remember we were over there for a long time, and he turned his phone off, so they couldn't track his phone. He just disconnected his phone, basically, to shut it off. And he shut it off right before he was going to leave, right as we were leaving, right? I guess what we didn't know, or what he didn't know. I didn't know this was happening, bro. Let me just say that right off the back. I don't know. None of this is happening.
What happened? Get to the punch.
Yeah, dude. We're leaving the house, bro, and his dad, I just see this white SUV fly up on us. Bro, I thought we were going to die. I thought someone was about to drive by our shit. I'm like, holy shit. So I turn around and I run behind a tree, and his dad pulls up and hits the brakes and just puts the window down and goes, what's going on, boys? And I remember looking at him and I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, I'm a little bit, might have been having a drink or two, you know. I was having a good time over there, you know, hanging out with some girls and stuff, and I was acting tough. Nah. Anyway, man, like we walk out and his dad pulls up on us. He's like, yo, he's like, what's going on, boys? And I remember looking over there and I was like, what's up, Mr. I was like, what's going on? You know, like, is everything all right? Yeah. And he was like, yeah, everything's all right. And then he like gets into it with this, and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, I was like, this is horrible. I'm like, take me home, bro. So
this is too long of a story without
sucked,
climatic. It need a better ending,
yeah,
like a more crazy ending. But you know what?
It was crazy. I don't know. It was a crazy ending for me. I feel like every time I wake up sweating, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that.
Him pulling up.
Yeah, it's crazy because, we would, you know, it makes me think because we would always go to the movies, quote unquote, go to the movies. So there must have been thousands of movies that
never got saw.
That, yeah, my parents think I saw, but I never even saw them.
I'd be like, you remember you went
They should have made us do like movie reports. Like, okay, you have to give a 5-minute report on what happened.
Do that with your kids, bro. You got to give us a 5-minute report.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go old school. I'm not gonna track them, but I'm gonna test them. I'm gonna be like, so how was the movie? Well, what happened in the middle? You know, or who I'm gonna test them on it. Yeah.
That'd be a good idea, honestly, if you really want to catch that little shithead in the line. Man, one time I remember I told we were going to the movies and I got into a car crash. I ran into a guy on a motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he flew over my windshield and he was on the ground with a broken arm and shit and tried to take his helmet off. And I was on the phone with the police and they were like, yo, don't let him take his helmet off. It could be the only thing holding his skull together. And I had to tell this guy, I was like, dude, that helmet could be the only thing holding your skull together. Just leave it on. Ooh. And he was upset with me. He's a very old man. Not a very old man. He's old. But the crazy thing is, bro, the cops come, obviously, bro. This car is in the middle of the night, bro. Cars are flying by us down the freeway almost. The cops fucking come. And the cops come and they're checking his bike. And as they're checking his bike, they open up one of his satchels on the side of his bike, you know?
What was in it?
Bro. Oh, my God. He had 60 license plate, 50. I don't know, man. I'm just saying a number. But I remember the cop pulled him out, and it was a stack. You could see right here, bro.
No way.
This big of license plates. And he's pulling them out, and he's looking at them. They're from all different states, just like he was jacking license plates.
To use when he was doing
Yeah, he was
dirt?
a gangster, bro. And he had, let me tell you this, bro. The helmet he had on was a Nazi helmet. It was one of those
Whoa.
like German ones. You know what I mean?
Nazi.
Like the
This was a Nazi gangster.
I think he was definitely a white supremacist, bro, because he
Wow.
was tatted up, bro. It was in the middle of the summer, bro. He's wearing like a, think about it, bro, riding a motorcycle in the middle of summer with like a tank top on. That's like the most like, with a
Yeah,
Nazi
yeah.
helmet on. This is the guy,
Should have
most
punched
KK
him.
guy.
Did you punch him?
Dude, his arm was broken.
yeah.
I walked over to him. He's laying on the ground. He's not moving. Hasn't moved an inch since I got out of the car. And I'm like watching him the whole time. As soon as I get over there, I put my hand on his chest. When I put my hand on his chest, he freaks out and his arms fly up, you know? His right arm, his forearm is just broken in half. His hand's hanging down. I'm like, never seen that. This shit happened like within like a half a foot of me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, holy shit, dude. I'm like, calm down. He's like, you fucking son of a bitch. He's like, what are you thinking? And I was like, dude, just relax. Like, that's you saying that. Go ahead. I don't care. Right now, I'm just gonna make sure you don't die because I didn't want to kill him. But I told him when we were going. I told him we were going to the movies. That's another movie that didn't get saw. One of the million that was.
It was the best excuse because it just takes care of a lot of time.
Yeah, 3 hours at least.
You don't. Yeah. Little do you know, I'm fingering girls in the woods. Just kidding.
Fingering girls in the woods.
Yeah, but yeah, think about so remember the whole punch a Nazi thing? I think I got a new one. We were thinking this in the chat.
Yeah.
You punch a nihilist. Just walk up to a nihilist and punch him in the face. What do you think?
That sounds like, I don't know, bro. You'd be punching a lot of people, bro. A lot more people than you would be if you're punching Nazis.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like
it'll
a lot
get
of
us punching more people. It'll be better. It'll be more action.
Yeah, more action. Man, I don't know.
It'll wake them up out of their nihilism. I think it will kind of zap them out of it. Like, oh, you're a nihilist? Are you a nihilist? And he'd be like, yeah, and punch him in the face and run off.
Yeah. Or just kick him in the knee or some shit. Like, really fuck him up.
That's going to be in my choose your own adventure book. It's going to be like, okay, do we want to go up to that Nazi and punch him, or do you want to go up to that nihilist and punch him?
Punch him. It's two guys standing there. You got a choice.
Yeah,
Turn to page 55. Same thing happens for both of them, but you change the name of the person.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to also do a choose your own adventure like flip books. Remember flip books?
Yeah. Where the pictures pop out?
Yeah, you think you could do that?
What do you mean?
Like
could I make a story for it?
Like a choose your own adventure, but with the flip book.
I'd be look, bro, it'd be like this big. Bro. It would be like this big if you wanted.
But it'd be like sections. You'd have to have
multiple books, bro.
Yeah.
Turn to book 455.
Yeah.
It would be like people like,
this guy's insane. He's got a whole library of choose your own adventure flip books,
I gotta buy the set for $90. I'm not getting this shit. This is You're gonna be like that guy that they found in so I don't know if you know, there's this guy that he used to be a janitor in like Chicago or something. And
no way.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy. That's the story. Anyway, they found out when he died, he wrote this book, and it was like 1,700 pages long. It was like 4 different books, like a whole series of this thing this guy just like wrote, and he was kind of like a quiet guy, never talked to anybody.
What was it about?
It was about hell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or something like that. I don't remember, man. It was something ridiculous, and he just like wrote this whole book about it, and he just was tripping the whole time. And here's the thing, bro. Like you said, the novel book, he drew pictures for the books too. So it's like this like guy's like
multimedia
intense fantasy. That's gonna be you, bro. When you write those books, they're gonna be like, this guy was tripping. He wrote a whole 17 books, turned to book 5.
Yeah. I'm gonna write like a whole series of books, but
they all have the same ending.
Out of order. I'm gonna write them out of order, and then they all have the same ending. My book,
fucking order. Start with book 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have weird directions to my books too. It's gonna be like they're gonna be like, this guy has the most confusing fiction, It's gonna be like
they're gonna call you on stage and be like, "What do you have to say about that?"
Yeah, it's gonna be like a box of Legos. You're gonna open my box of books, and then there's gonna be directions like how to build the book.
You might as well just ship them a fucking box of all the pages unbinded, just like in a pile, just all scrambled up.
My book's gonna have no page numbers, so you're gonna get like lost in it. You're like, damn, I can't remember.
And it doesn't come together. It's just a big ass like sheet of papers, bro.
Yeah. it's not even like paper. It's not like sheets of paper. They're all like together. Like they're just. It's like still wood.
Oh my god.
Like a brick of wood.
A brick of wood.
But the book's in it. It's like maybe there's like an audio book in it somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm not big on the audio books. I have to read the book.
Oh, oh, we got a smart guy here.
I don't like the audio books, bro.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I like the audiobooks because I don't like to read because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
But I need to get back into reading more. I have all these real books, hard copy. I need to read them. But what about this? What if I write an audiobook first and then translate it into
a novel?
Yeah, like what if I'm just what if I just first say it and then
it wouldn't be, and then
transcribe
listen to it while you transcribe it.
No.
So then on the thing you go transcribe by Evan.
Like I'm just gonna say a book. I'm gonna like say it and then have someone like transcribe it into pages.
You're just gonna be talking. There's gonna be a whole lot of uhs in there.
Yeah, you gotta save the uhs, and then he clears his throat. He's got allergies.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think you should write it out. I think you should get on the thing and just get a Google Doc, put no page breaks, just like type the whole thing out one long ass.
Yeah.
Do 50 pages of that and then just copy it 8 times with different name on certain things. And then you have an 800-page book. Dude, you drop an 800-page book, that would be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. I'm real caught up on this choose your own adventure thing. I feel like it can work.
That's a good idea, bro.
I feel like it can work with everything. Like you go to the sandwich shop and it's like choose your own adventure.
It all starts off the same though.
Well,
right?
What if you go to a sandwich shop and you go through the door and there's like a lobby, and then they're like, okay, do you want to go into door 1 or door 2? You're like, I'm just trying to get a sandwich, and they're like, yeah, but choose your own sandwich adventure. And say you go to one side and it's like tacos, and you didn't know you were going to something like that
in a cartel battle.
Yeah,
and you got to fight your way.
Then
out.
you have to kill yourself. Yeah.
And then the second one is you're in Africa.
Yeah. Or maybe like it's just the door leads to the outside. Like you messed up. You don't get a sandwich.
You don't get that's the end of that chapter. Chapter 3.
That's the end of the book. You're done.
Yeah.
Well,
then you're like, fuck, I didn't mean to piss that one. I didn't read the whole page. And I don't want to count that.
Yeah.
Go back. All right. So book 3, 4.
Yeah.
One of them you have to actually kill yourself in real life, though.
No, that's weird. Yeah,
it is weird. Sorry.
Isn't that weird to kill yourself? Wouldn't that be weird?
Oh, yeah, that's literally... I feel like that's why you can joke about it, because anybody that is like... Yeah, dude, killing yourself is literally anybody that would kill themselves, that's a dangerous person, bro.
Yeah,
you shouldn't want to die, bro. That is like the worst thing you can do. And especially die by your own
accord. Because it's such an insult to Jehovah, God.
Well, it's an insult to Jehovah. It's an insult to yourself, bro.
Well,
bigger than anything. You're like, dude.
No, not bigger. You're if Jehovah gives you life, and then you're throwing it in his face, you're saying, "Nah, I'm taking it on my own account."
Yeah. Well, it's just like, there's a million days left in front of you if you think about that. So it's like, you know what I mean? Just like, I never understood that, bro. I know for a fact it couldn't be me, bro. Here's the thing, though. If I was in certain situations, I'd do it, bro. If I was in a listen, the only thing I could think about is if we were getting invaded by another country and I was just to my last breath fighting them and I knew they were gonna kill me. I was like, that's the only way in my life I'd kill myself.
Well, if you're
bro.
in that situation, you fight to the death. The only way you do it is if you like they had you captured and you have to like...
Yeah, that's a good point. I'd fight to the death.
Or they were going to try to make you do something weird and crazy, like kill your own mom or I don't even know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but no, I think you're right, bro.
You
I'd fight
to the death.
I would fight until I die.
You have to. Yeah, because
that'd be a badass way to go out. I'd be fucking with that. Like,
we would only hope we fight to the death. Like, that we would only hope we're fighting for justice.
Are we not fucking built like that though in our human system to just think about that?
Yeah,
fighting
go hard.
to the death.
I mean,
just like Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I don't, we say that now, bro, and we're not in it and stuff. But like, if we were in like a real battle and stuff, and I knew I was gonna die, I think at that point I'd be like, yo, this is just gonna like, you have to kill me, bro. Like that's
we're built like that. Yeah, like you turn it on and all. That's how people have done war all the time because they're just like we're collective. We're more than just ourselves. We're tribal. We're collective.
Yeah,
we can't escape the collective nature of humanity. So we know that, and we're always fighting. You want to fight for what's right, and so it's bigger than you, and that's why if you fight for what's right, it doesn't even matter. Then you go out fighting for that,
Yeah, we just described ISIS.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. They're wrong.
They're wrong type of thinking about it. But yeah, that's exactly what they think, bro. The whole time they're like, yeah,
that's how they're able to do that.
That's how they're able to.
That's why you have to be right.
You have to be right. Yeah,
you have to know what's right.
Yeah, you know your limits,
do what's
bro.
right.
Come
and
on,
be right.
Yeah, those people are ready to die for nothing, for just some sand.
Oh yeah,
straight up.
Whoa, bro, racist.
Sorry. Not racist. That's what they do. I don't respect ISIS at all, bro.
Yeah,
I don't respect ISIS, bro. I don't give a shit about being censored about talking about ISIS. I think anybody would agree with that.
No, you can call them whatever you want.
Yeah, they kill innocent kids and children. So
whoa, what's going on in this show?
This is super bad.
Super bad. It's the part where the girl's like strip teasing. It's crazy.
Yeah, she's doing a bad job.
You think? I don't feel like people at home, they're like, these guys are talking about a movie they're watching. Are they not even on the thing? Our attention span is.
Yeah, our attention span's bad. I think it's because we
had drinks, we had
hot
a bunch
wings.
of drinks.
Dude, those hot wings I think is what's actually causing a lot of the brain fog right now.
Yeah, I'm not my best self. I've been driving a million hours. I really need to get back to a routine of working out. I've been LPD and not LPD, but I haven't worked out enough. So
yeah. Well, the working out thing is the big thing, man.
I've been traveling. I haven't really had time.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a little here and a little there, but I need to hit a gym. Is what I'm saying.
We're gonna hit the gym tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the
back
gym.
and back and by. Get
GTL, you feel me?
Yeah, GTL.
But anyways, let's wrap it up.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, this was a good show. We had
long
Jake
as hell.
Yeah, long as hell.
Time is it, man? Long as hell.
And that was episode,
10.
2.
We're gonna drop this in 10 years. 2030.
It might come out later.
2031.